Hi everyone. I've gotten a few questions about booking tickets, so I thought I would create this little videos to make sure that you understood everything that you need to know when you're booking your ticket. So one thing is we start on Wednesday, and you can see we have a safety meeting, we have a visit to a school, and we're actually going to have a class that day. So there's going to be a few things that are going on, so we need you to get in at a fairly good time. So I'm going to just show you when this is just using a kayak. Oops, sorry, kayak to find prices. But you can see that here it's taking 2 days to get there. So what I did was I booked leaving on the 7th of January, and that should get you there on time. The other cool thing you can look at when you're doing this is you want to see how many hours it's going to take. So I want to show you this flight is cheaper, but it takes 51 hours to get there, stopping in New York and then in Istanbul. This flight here only takes 25 hours, and it stops in London Heathrow, which can sometimes be a bit of a pain. You can see this one is on the cheaper side. It takes 32 hours. It stops in Frankfurt. So those are the types of things you want to look at when you're kind of pricing out tickets. The other thing is what time it gets in. So this one takes 2 days. So because you're leaving at night on the 7th, and then it's one full day of driving, or I mean flying, but it's in that direction. So it'll actually get in at 7:15 in the morning, which is a good time to get in. This one gets in at 4 p.m., 4:40 p.m., which means that you would miss some of the morning or the visiting of the Harambe nonprofit. This one gets in at 9:30. That's fine. 9:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. But this one I would watch out for because it says 52 hours, so it's 3 days of actual travel. So kind of paying attention to this. I know that you guys might be have some extra time, and you could, for example, this one stops in London. So maybe you stay like a day or two in London and go and visit and then fly down as after you've gotten used to the time zone. So you can think about that if you want to. So that is for the flight there. And then remember, I mentioned there was that concert on Sunday. So in this scenario, the other thing is you want to fly into JNB. That's the main Johannesburg airport. Then we're going to be doing an intercontinent flight, or I'm sorry, inter-country flight. Oh, here we go. And that flight is from Lanseria. So let me scroll up here. It's Johannesburg still, but it's the Lanseria. Whoops, why are you doing that one? Okay, Johannesburg and Lanseria. You can see HLA is the airport for that. And this is on the 14th. Now that day, I want to just show you, we will be going to Labone 2 school. So we're going to go to visit this school after we do a morning drive, which I believe we're going to do a morning drive, a safari. Then we're going to go visit this school. So you can't book a ticket until later on in the afternoon. And by the way, tickets are a little bit expensive right now. On Tuesdays, the day to buy airline tickets, not on a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day we're on. But you want to make sure that you are getting a PM flight. So a nonstop flight and a PM flight. So anything after 5 should be fine. So here's a 5 o'clock flight, an 8 o'clock flight, 6:30 p.m. flight. Those are all okay. But now we're getting into one stop. You don't want to stop anywhere. This is going to take you to Durban and then down to Cape Town. We just want a direct flight down to Cape Town. So HLA to CPT. All right, then we're going to go back, and you want to think about your return back. So Cape Town to San Diego, you can actually do a multi-city booking where you go San Diego to Johannesburg on the 7th, and then Cape Town back to San Diego on the 20th. And if you want to stay for the concert, you want a later flight. So these are 9:40 in the morning. This is 9:20 p.m. So you could be able to see part of the concert and then head to the airport. There is 6:25. That would mean that you wouldn't be able to see the concert. Not the end of the world. You could also leave the following day if you wanted to, but you will be responsible for your hotel for that night. Yeah, so you can see that there's lots of options that you have. These are all earlier morning flights. 9:20 again. There's 9:20, 9:40, and I think there's one that's at 11, but I don't remember which one that is. So just pay attention to these as you're booking your flights, and if you have any questions, let me know. All right, take care.